All right, welcome back. The Port Orange Police Department here is conducting a stop with a man who lives out of state, and this stop is for blue lights on his vehicle. Now, Florida Statute 316-2397 prohibits anyone from displaying blue lights. This stop would be valid. But what happens after this is where I'm a little concerned. This man had in his possession a BB gun in the front seat of his car. He either alerted officers to it or it was in plain view. From the video, it appears that he does not have a concealed permit to carry in Florida. In Florida, you must have your firearm not readily accessible or securely encased if you're going to carry it in a car without a concealed weapon permit. That's under Florida Statute 790001, subsection 16 and 17. Now, despite indicating that this is a BB gun, it gives the officer reason to believe that this is an unlawfully carried firearm. The officer and the man get into a conversation about the retrieval of a firearm. The man does not consent to a search of the car. Now, the man's going to assert that he only wants him to go in there and look for the BB gun. This is going to create a suspicion with the officer. The officer agrees and says that he's just going to get the BB gun, but the officer will linger in the car for about a minute.
Sorry about that. New citation for blue lights. You can't have any blue lights. Okay, you gotta change those. Alright, it's not been violations yet. In 30 days, you get a citation. Okay?
There's Paul. Officer Bigelow.
Another issue is, so that's for sure. Okay, well, I'm gonna check it out. Alright, just hang back here, Officer Bigelow. I'm gonna just make sure that firearm and then, okay? Alright. Come back here.
All you're doing is getting the firearm?
Yes, that's all.
Is there anything else in there you know about? No, I'm just asking. You don't have to listen first.
Yeah.
Well, you had to ask me. I don't know.
I'm not searching the vehicle. I'm gonna make sure that I'm going right for the.
Yes, sir. It's only.
That's the only thing we're getting. Just to make sure it's a BB. Because you understand my concern. I can't tell that's a BB gun.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Because it looks like, to me, it looks like.
Yeah. That's all it is.
So if you guys are listening there, he's got a BB gun in the car.
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
You know that's a BB gun by now.
You saying you know it's a BB gun? And he said he's got a lot of money there.
Now, this is where the man gets upset for this officer being in the car way too long. That other noise is raccoons fighting. Now, as I slow this footage down, you'll see the flashlight moving around in the car just a little bit there. So what I saw the officer doing was in there, he had his flashlight moving around in the car a little bit. So the officer was in the car and he was, moving the flashlight around a little bit. So I don't think he consented to the search, but what he did is he, with the officer seeing that there was a firearm, I don't think it was properly carried. He doesn't have a concealed weapons permit. So they're just going to do some research now. I think he's going to research and see if there's anything they can do with a BB gun like that. And there's no state laws about BB guns that I'm aware of. So the officer inside is calling the supervisor and running it by him. Can you guys look it up in chat, see if a BB gun is considered a firearm? I don't think it is.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them. Legit. It's really so you gotta be careful with that stuff. And that's what I'm telling you. You gotta
Only in the commission of a crime, lost generation? That's what I thought. Even if it's a simulated act and you pull that out as that's the only time a BB gun's a crime right there. Because there's one of the guys that go out and open carry and fishing. He carries an airsoft gun and he can walk around with it all day long like that.
You understand our concerns, right?
Yes.
What does that look like? Yeah, 100%. I mean, without a doubt, like if you use this in a crime, it'd be a firearm. You understand what I'm saying? So just be careful on how you carry this. Trunk's always a good idea. Yeah. So I'm gonna just put in the trunk. All right, while you drive around, and just be a little more careful. Okay. Sorry it took so long. But we gotta make sure, you know what I mean, that okay? All right. Okay. You made a statement.
When I first saw this traffic stop, to the end of it here was 30 minutes, and that is a little excessive for a traffic stop. Generally, it's no longer than it takes to write a citation and get you on your way. Now, if you notice in the first part of this video, this officer handed him a citation, and generally that is an indication that you are free to go. Now, that tells me that this search of this vehicle was one of those that was to be consensual. This officer then took the firearm and went back to his car and started researching. Therefore, I'm thinking this might have been an unlawful detention, unknowingly, to the driver himself. I want to thank you guys for watching and liking this video. Thanks for subscribing. If you have any input, please put it down in the comments. I love to read those. Oh yeah, I see what they did. So it's these lights right here that they stopped them for, you guys. Those right there. Yeah, I see what they stopped you for, man. That's crazy. Yet, yeah, he was in there a little bit too long, like with the firearm. So, yeah, that was good though that you told him you don't consent. Always record the police if you can, even though they're recording.
Yeah, I left my phone in the car. I thought about that.
Yeah, that's why I'm out here doing this stuff. Make sure people do it. So, anyway, drive safe, man. Good luck. Yeah, listen to this little guy. All right, well, that concludes the Port Orange Police Department stop here. I encourage you to subscribe if you'd like to see more breakdowns like this one in the future. I'll see you guys again soon.